Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on another video. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie and this is Budget for 5 with Stephanie, and I'm a wife and mom of 3. My family and I live in the state of Florida. It's my husband, myself, and our 3 elementary aged boys. That's him making weird noises in the background. And we're a dual income family. We both get paid bi-weekly. We're hourly employees, and our primary objectives are saving for known and unknown expenses, paying off debt, and just, making sure we pay all our bills month to month. So today I'm going to show you what we have been spending this last week of July, the 4th through the 10th. And I think we'll go over like what we've spent so far, because this is the end of the second week for our budget. So I'll probably show you what we've spent so far in the month of July, like a mid-month check-in, because we have been spending. So we're gonna have to rein it in for the second half of the month. So I'm gonna zoom you guys on in to the expense tracker here. All right, so for the week so far, on the 3rd, since it was a holiday on the 4th, Brian and I both got paid. Brian put $2,200 in to our checking account, and I put $1,504 in. Brian's car payment came out for $724.56. My car payment came out for $696.30. We transferred $200 to our variable sinkings fund account, since Brian's check was $200 more than I was anticipating. We paid our Avon credit card bill for $250. We got some groceries from Walmart for $130.02. And we paid our Navy Federal credit card bill for $250. We paid for Carter Summer Camp for the week for $180. On the 4th, we ended up going out to eat. Brian's friend did invite us over to his house. If you wanted to shoot guns, you were supposed to go over at 2, and then everyone else was supposed to go over at 4. 5:30 rolled around, and there was still like no meat out. They just had like chips and dip and little pasta salads and stuff. Like, we could tell we were gonna have burgers and hot dogs at some point, but I don't know what time they were planning on actually doing that. So I left at 5:30 because I had a headache, and me and the boys hadn't eaten yet. So we went to Wendy's and spent $42.44. So we got groceries at Walmart the next day for $152.42. Brian got gas in his truck for $39. It was $2.65 at Buc-ee's, which is ridiculous, like so low. We got some chlorine stabilizer. I could tell that the chlorine was not staying in the pool like it was doing like the beginning of the year, when there was no, I think it's the hyaluronic acid that keeps the chlorine in the pool. Anyways, I could tell I kept like dumping it, and there was no chlorine in the pool, and it was getting green. So on our grocery order, I ordered some chlorine stabilizer for $19.97, and that came out of the home category. I had to get a grocery order from Walmart the next day, because this grocery order, they forgot our family size pack of chicken wings, they forgot our milk, and something else. So I had to make another order, because that was literally what we were planning on having for dinner the next day, and the kids needed milk for cereal, and I needed it for coffee. So I ended up getting a few other things, and the bill ended up being $61.43. Our neighbor came over and helped us. I'm not sure if I said anything to you guys about it, but our outlets in our kitchen, 3 of the outlets, including our island, were not working. They haven't been working for a while. Our neighbor is an electrician, the same guy who came and put the electrical in our garage for us, and he came over and helped us figure out what the problem was. So we sent him $15 for helping us out. I got gas in my van for $53.99. This is more chlorine stabilizer. Unbeknownst to me, when I was placing my grocery order, I wasn't paying attention, and the chlorine stabilizer that I ordered wasn't going to come for like 4 days. It got delivered today, and I needed it sooner, or the pool was just going to turn green. So I went to the pool supply place and got a 1-pound bag of chlorine stabilizer for $10.64. Brian's life insurance came out for $35.93. Our instant ink subscription came out for $3.50, and you guys were right. Of course you were right. You know what you're talking about. So I checked it out. We can use our printer without signing up for the instant ink subscription. And I swear I didn't know that.
Dun, 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 dun.
So the thing about it is, though, now that we do have an instant ink subscription, I guess there's some kind of sensor on the cartridges that we have. We can't use the cartridges we have without the subscription. So we can, like, if I turned it off today, I think it said we could use the ink cartridges we have until our billing cycle starts in August. And then we'd have to get brand new ink cartridges that are not subscription cartridges. So I don't even know how much that is, because you know it has a magenta, a yellow, a blue, and a black. So I didn't look to see how much it would cost to get all that ink. But I mean, honestly, we don't print that much. There are months we don't print any pages. It just sucks when we want to print like several pages, mostly around tax time when we have a lot of tax documents. Or like I'm printing budget sheets, I'll try and do like a couple months worth at a time, and then we go over our pages. So I did see they have a pay-as-you-go option. That's $2.99. You get 15 pages, and I guess every time you use 15 pages, you pay $2.99. So that might be something we could do instead of like paying $2. I think it's $1.91 without going over our pages. So paying $2 every month, even for the months that we're not using pages, to switch to the $2.99 plan and get the 15 pages. I don't know. I'll look into it. But yeah, we surely can use the printer without the instant ink subscription. Our printer is the worst though. Like, it's never connected. Every time I want to use it, I have to unplug it. Like, if it sits too long without printing anything, it doesn't go offline. It says it's online, but it won't print. And I'm like, well, what's wrong with it? It's connected. Like, I have to finagle and do all kinds of things every time I want to print, which is super annoying. I miss like the old, like, didn't have a touch screen, didn't have an app, like just feed paper into the top of it and it came out the bottom. You know, the old printers, like a Canon, the little Canon printer, like, I don't know. So when this printer dies, I'm definitely going to get something different because I don't like it. What else? Chlorine. So obviously we had to get more chlorine. This is the second time Brian went and got chlorine for the month. So $38.52 to fill up the 4 jugs that we have. Our internet bill was $17.49. I got gas in my van for $47.18. Brian and I went out, was this Tuesday or Wednesday? I can't remember. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings. We had gift cards for $50 and still ended up going over budget. So I thought that we could eat out, just the two of us, for $50, and obviously we can't. So we had to tip. So maybe if Brian suggested we get it and bring it home, that's what we should have did, because it was a $12 tip. So that, you know, it could have been a little less if we didn't eat in. And then it was disappointing. We haven't been to Buffalo Wild Wings in at least 10 years. So we went. I had gotten some gift cards from the points on our credit card, and I won a gift card at work. So between the two of them, we had $50. So we went, and then I don't know about y'all, but I like my wings soft. I don't like crunchy wings, and they were really crunchy, which made them dry, like, you know. And then we got some potato wedges, and we asked for a large, and it was so small. We ended up having to ask for another portion of them. So I don't know if we'll go back. It was nice to get out just the two of us, but it wasn't that good, unfortunately. And then egg sales, we brought in $15 in Cash App so far for the month, and I pulled that $15 straight to our neighbor. That's where the $15 we gave him came from. I just Cash Apped him what we had in our Cash App at the time. Okay, so we're rolling over $733.83 for the week, to end the week. All right, so Brian's income was $2,200. Mine was $1,504. Not time for YouTube yet. Egg sales, interest, and other. Where is my calculator? Hold on, y'all. Carter.
Yeah.
Do you know where my calculator is?
I got it.
What? What?
I'm looking for my calculator.
I don't know.
Come on, baby. I'm recording a video. Thank you. Appreciate it.
It was next to those little fruity microphones.
Oh, it was on the dining room table from when we did our budget with me. Okay, so we got, what do we have for income? $12.28, and then just the egg sale, so $27.28. All right, $27.28 plus $2,200 plus $1,504 is $3,731.28 for the week. All right, so Kinetic came out as expected. Instant Ink was a little less than I budgeted, which is good. It was only $350. Even we paid $250. Navy Federal, we only paid $250. $180 for summer camp. $724.56 for Brian's truck. $696.30 for my van, and $35.93 for Brian's life insurance. 17. That's $2,157.78. And that leaves $1,573.50.
Oh my god.
The power just went out. Luckily, my light is plugged into my computer, which has battery, so it didn't. It didn't turn the lights off. But it's storming. Good old Florida weather. All right, so for groceries this week, I'm sure we're over budget, which is why we did not put anything extra towards the credit card payment this month, because groceries have been outrageous. $130.02, $152.42, $61.43. So that's $343.87. For cars, $39, $53.99, and $47.18. So that was $140.17, which is under, thank goodness. Eating out, we weren't supposed to be, but we did twice. $42.44 and $29.06. $71.50. Yikes. We didn't do anything for kids because we've been overspending on everything, so I didn't give them any allowance, mainly because Bryson got money for the trampoline park the first week, and then we had to get bike locks for them because they've been riding their bikes to camp, and that came out of the kids category, but you guys will see that. We'll talk about that when I do my, I guess, mid-month check-in portion. What else? Home, severely over budget, $19.97. Y'all tell me why Brian, gonna be mad. Tell me why Brian asked ChatGPT what we needed for our air conditioner and the AC guy got here and it didn't fit.
No, that is not what happened.
What had happened was,
He told me based on what I sent him that that's what it was going to be. So I used that information along with chat to see which one I needed. And he said 45.5. The thing said 75. I was what he said as opposed to what the thing said.
Oh, okay. Well, we bought parts for our air conditioner for the guy to put them in. And one of the things wasn't even the thing that I wanted. It was, I guess, saying to Brian, we need to get a relay, and him saying that to the AC guy, he, thought it was something different than what we were talking about. So it was the wrong size. It didn't fit anyways. and it was wrong in general. So I'm glad it didn't fit, so we could get the right thing. And then the capacitor wasn't the right size either, so we had to send them both back to Amazon. And then speaking of sending stuff back to Amazon, I'm a vent because y'all know I work in customer service. Like, listening to these agents talk to these customers and reading some of these emails that people send, why are we so entitled? Like, Brian put this item in the cart, right? We bought it. It was the wrong thing, and it was our fault. The company who we bought it from had us pay for the return label, so it was $6. I think the item we bought was like $15, so we ended up getting like $7 back after the return fee. But we didn't fuss about the return fee because we ordered the incorrect thing. Like, I can't tell you guys how much people call in complaining, wanting refunds or wanting return fees waived because they ordered the wrong thing. They ordered the wrong size. Like, why are you entitled to a refund of your return fee? Like, just eat it. It was your mistake, not our mistake. Like, sorry, which is why I didn't reach out to the people for the AC part about wanting them to waive the return fee. Like, it was our mistake. Like, why shouldn't we pay to return it? You know, like, people get on my nerves.
This is a budget channel, not a I hate your return policy. Let me vent about it.
No, these are my friends. I can talk to them about whatever I want to talk to them about. Y'all tell him. All right.
Tell me down in the comments, because I'll be down there waiting for y'all.
So far, well, not so far, but this week we've spent $84.13 in the home category. Mostly chlorine stabilizer, chlorine. Yeah, that's it. 2 things of chlorine stabilizer and the chlorine. And the $15 for our neighbor for helping us out. So let's see what that adds up to with the variable expenses. $343.87, $140.17, $71.50, $84.13. All right, so that's $639.67.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, I have to talk.
You want to talk?
Yeah.
What you want to tell them?
Hello, my name is Kyla and my mom's doing a video.
That's right, your mom is. You want to show them your rover?
Okay. Pause it.
No, I'm going to do my video. You go get the rover. Carter loves building with Legos. Like, he's going to show you guys the rover that he built, like, from scratch, not following, like, the Lego manual or whatever. But we decided to surprise him for his birthday. We're going to go to Legoland for 2 days, so we already booked it. So he's going to freak out. Oh, my gosh. I can't wait to see his little face. He's going to be so excited. Yeah. Okay, so that leaves $933.83 for after our variable expenses. So we did put $200 into our variable sinking fund just because all the things that we must buy sooner rather than later. I did get me and Caleb an appointment for the end of the month to get our eyes checked and get new glasses. So that'll be coming up. I keep saying it, you know, you guys know what's going on. It's back to school, it's medical bills, car registration, glasses, it's all the things. I just feel like it's a lot, you know. So I'm ready for August to be over. It's going to be a 3-paycheck month, but it's going to be spendy, you know. So this is right. This is $733.83 that we're rolling over to the 3rd week of July. Let's take a look at like where we are with our budget for the month so far. Well, I guess I'll use this. You guys didn't see the first paycheck closeout. So all we had was our $1,000 buffer, and then we got 6 cents worth of interest. Our AC warranty came out, which our neighbor's son, who's the guy who's going to do these parts replacements for us, on our AC. He said his company also has the same thing that we're paying this company for, but it's like $100 less a year. It's like $150 instead of $240. So it'd be like $12.50 or $13 a month instead of $19.95. So I'm going to call them and have them come out and see. The company we have now only did it because our unit was less than 3 years old. So I'm not sure what parameters this company is going to have on us getting on with them. Maybe they'll let us do it because we're already under a company. But anyways, I'm going to have them come out. They give us a free estimate to come out and see if we qualify for the plan. And then our neighbor's son said he services this area. So anytime we need service, he'd come to us if we called for them. So, you got it? Okay.
So you gotta fix it a little bit.
You had to fix it a little bit.
Can you see it?
I'm going to put it in the camera. Okay, so here's Carter's Rover that he's been working on. Every day he works on it. It looks real good, bud.
I know.
You know?
I know.
Okay.
I know. This is the thing where you can.
What?
This is the thing. So, if you have a package, you put it in the trunk. You put it like that.
Oh, that's the trunk?
Yeah, and
Okay.
then when you open it, you put the thing in there, and then it launches the cannon where it needs to go.
Nice. It looks real good. All right. So yeah, hopefully we can save some money on our AC warranty plan going forward. We did pay an extra $25 to Navy Federal last week because we were under in our groceries and gas. We paid $180 for Carter Summer Camp and $111 for our ViStar credit card payment. So for groceries, we were at $393.48, which was under our weekly amount. So adding that to the oh my gosh, y'all, we paid almost the same amount at $343.87 for this week. We've spent $737.35 on groceries. So that leaves $462.65 for the next 2 weeks. So that's roughly $231 each week. So our budget's usually $250, so it's about $20 less each week because we've been overspending for the month of July. For cars, we spent $129.76, which we're doing good in. We were under budget this month for cars. I keep saying month. This week for cars also at $140.17. So we spent $269.93, and our budget's $600. So we still have $330.07 to go. So that's $165 a week. I'm going to be off the last week of July because the big boys don't have summer camp. It's like ending on the 25th, I think. So the last week of July, I'll be home. I'm not working from home. I decided just to take the week off because I don't get to like cash out my time off. If I did, then I would accumulate it. But if I don't use it, I lose it. So I'm just going to take the week off. Me and Caleb are going to go to the doctor or the eye doctor and get eye exams and get new glasses. Don't really have anything else planned, but we'll see what we can get into. We didn't eat out. For kids, we spent $35.40, and like I said, I'm pretty sure that is Bryson going to like Bravo's. Him and his friend went to Bravo's with summer camp, and they spent that on lunch. And then we spent like $13 on bicycle locks for the boys because they've been biking to camp because it's like the clubhouse inside our neighborhood. So we're really close to it. They get there in like 10 minutes on their bikes. So they've been biking to camp. So they got locks to like lock up their bikes when they get there. Home $59.61. I'm pretty sure this was, let me look back at it. Look back at it. I know, ratchet, right? Look back at it. $38.52 for chlorine for the beginning of the month, and then I didn't even highlight this stuff. $7.69. We needed some AAA batteries, so we got a big pack of those, and then $13.40. This was when we tried to fix like our electrical issue in the kitchen ourselves. We bought a couple of outlets from Home Depot and replace them thinking that would fix it, and it didn't. And we also got a tube of silicone because we switched faucet that's in the kitchen and the laundry room out, and we needed like some silicone caulk to like seal it up and everything like that. So that was $13.40. So that's $59.61 that we've spent the first week of July, and then $84.13 that we've spent the second week. So we've already spent $143.74 in home, which is not even all of it. We're gonna have to buy more. Like, it's not over, as Daughtry would say. It's not over. So we also have to pay for some stuff that we got to keep the snakes away. We bought mothballs. Yeah, mothballs. We bought mothballs and clove oil and cinnamon oil, because those are some things that online said would keep the snakes away. And then we bought some fertilome for the garden to like keep the pests away. And it definitely helped on like our collard greens. I gotta show you guys like how much we've bagged up between the peas and the collard greens. We've eaten a couple of watermelons. A couple of them we've given to the chickens because the vines are starting to like dry out and die. The tomatoes, we're getting tomatoes. They're there. They're turning red, but they're just not getting all the way ripe. So I definitely feel like our gardening season this year was a lot more successful than it was last year. I would say at least a 25% improvement on what we did last year. So next year we will just build on what we know now, incorporate fertilizing and pest control, and we're planning on getting a greenhouse. So I'm proud of us for this season. But we did buy like some neem oil to get rid of the pests. So we have to pay for that. So we're not even done with the household stuff, and we only budgeted $80, and we're at $143.74 for the month. So, yeah, not good. And then homestead, so far we just bought chicken food one time for $33.58. So, yeah, that's how the budget's looking so far. Hopefully, not hopefully, I mean, we got to. We're not going to eat out these last 2 weeks of the month. We're not going to go over budget for our groceries, and we're not going to go over budget for our gas. So I'm telling you now, we ain't doing it, okay? So prayerfully it all goes well, and Brian brings in a little more income on his last paycheck that has his bonus, so we can put some more towards our variable sinking fund to like get it beefed up. So trying to think, is there anything else I want to talk about? I don't know. I'm gonna leave it at that. So I hope you guys are having a good month. I hope your spending is staying under control. Hope you're staying cool. It's so hot. Oh my gosh, if it's not raining, it's 100 degrees here, you know what I'm saying? So y'all stay safe out there. The weather all over the country seems to be going a little haywire, so y'all be safe and keep Texas and North Carolina prayed up, okay? And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.